G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. Look at my glasses. I can see, kinda. You there? Yeah? So today's a little bit of a fun slash piss tape slash rant slash I'm actually serious video. Today I'm going to teach you how to measure fish when you're trying to sell them. Or even if you're not trying to sell them, or you guys are fogging up too. Even if you're not trying to sell them, just you're posting on Facebook, oh my fish is this big. I'm going to show you how to measure the fish. Alright, so the reason I'm doing this is because one, on Gumtree, hang on. Alright, so the reason I'm doing this, there's actually two reasons. Reason one, when you buy stuff off Gumtree, it's always smaller than what it's listed as. Reason two is because when you buy, when people post on the flower horn pages, the fish is actually 2 or 3 times the size of what they're showing. And like with a bit of close examination of like sponge filters and things like that, you can clearly see they post, oh check out how much my fish is popping at 3 centimeters, and it's quite clear that the fish isn't 3 centimeters. So I'm going to show you a magic tool. It's like really rare, hard to come by, and it's the best tool you will ever use in this situation. It's a tape measure, guys. Riveting stuff. Now, this is like a cheap, shitty tape measure. We don't want to be using a fancy tape measure in the fish room. They're always getting wet. The blade gets ruined from the water, but this is how we're going to measure our fish. This is some state-of-the-art shit, guys. You can't just go down the street and pick one of these up on the side of the road. You actually have to find a Bunnings, like this rare green building that not many people have actually seen. If you've seen one, drop a comment. Let me know if you've ever seen the big green shed, because they're obviously pretty rare, these things, because no one uses them. Anyway, so this is what you're going to do. It's really technical. So you're going to walk up to the tank and you're going to hold the tape measure there. Now, it might be a bit of a pain in the ass because the fish isn't always going to come. Come on, buddy. Come on. So you just wait it out. Wait it out. And so like roughly, I've pretty much gathered that it's about 7 to 8 centimeters. It's going to be harder for you guys to see on camera, but I like go past like that, and I'm not including the tail. I'm only going to the base of the tail. So from the snout to the what do you call it? The base of the tail. So then we come over here, nice slow movements, otherwise the fish might get a bit spooked. This guy doesn't like the tape either. So it might take a bit of patience, you know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to say. So then you come to the point where, alright, the fish isn't coming up to the edge. So I'm going to use this guy as an example. This guy's actually gorgeous. So you catch the fish. I should really grab a net. Nah, I like the challenge. So tape measure sitting on the bench there. Catch the fish. Hold the fish there. And we have an 8 centimeter fish. P.S. Where's some light? This guy is absolutely stunning. This guy is definitely not for sale. I will never sell that fish. That is hands down the best flower horn I have bred to date. Just having a little bit of a gloat about that one. Alright, so you can use the same theory for any size fish. We've just looked at an 8 centimeter fish. Look at this. If we hold this here. Yeah. Those little Masobo cichlids, they're 1.5 centimeters. And it actually shows me on this stick that they're 1.5 centimeters. But anyway, let's put that away. I feel like I've addressed that subject enough. Great piece of machinery if you guys are interested in one. So anyway, for those of you who actually are interested in the bike content, I'm just going to do a bit of an update. We're not going to I'm not going to go to town and do a whole video on it. Basically, I've just worked on it for the last 3 hours and it looks no different really. But I'll tell you guys what I did. Where do I start? So I've wound the back shock up. I still need to wind it up more. It's very soft. Can you guys kind of see? Just weight of my hand is pushing it down. I actually don't know how much it should go down when I sit on it. If anybody could drop a comment and they know. I'm guessing we want it to travel like 1 inch with my weight. Anyway, so this whole swing arm was loose. The shock mounting bracket is like under the swing arm. There. And that was all completely loose, like scary loose. So I tightened all that. I took the exhaust off and I tack welded a hole in it. And then I tried to get it fitting better because it's got a leak, but the leak's still there. I ground the kickstart down so it kicks in further because it was actually sticking out like on an angle there. I think it's bent, so it's a bit of a temporary fix. This peg was loose, so I've tightened that, but I'm just going to put that together tomorrow. I did an oil change. This bike only had 200 mils of oil in it. So now, if you look in there, there's about 1 litre of oil. That's 2 oil changes. That's the oil change from my pit bike and this bike. So both had the same problem. From what I've been told, the China motors burn a bit of oil, so that would be the reasoning, and then not checking it. We moved the handlebars back to the right position, moved all these levers back, they were all in the wrong spot. And what else did I do? Oh, I did the valve lashes, but I don't have feeler gauges, so I did it by feel. That's how I did the pit bike, and all of a sudden it's got crazy amount of compression. So I was worried that the piston rings might be a bit shitty, but the valve lashing did the compression, gained compression. So tomorrow I've got to shorten the chain, put that foot pedal back on, put the plastics back on. It needs a new filter foam, so I've got to order one of them. I'm not hugely impressed with the brake pedal, but the cheapest one I can find is like $90. So I'm just going to keep this DIY thing for now. You can see it's actually snapped off and the guy's put it like a bolt on there. Well, actually, I don't know if that's a guy modifying it or whether that's actually the way it came, to be honest. It looks dodgy, but I'd half expect that from a Chinese bike. I really want to fix the exhaust leak. If I want to sell this bike, the exhaust leak is crazy loud and it's definitely going to affect the sale. Obviously, I'm not selling it just yet. I want to enjoy it for a bit. All these aren't attached at the moment. I deleted the battery. That's there. And I also deleted the push start button. Just clean the bars up a bit. I really want to get some Pro Taper bars for it, but I'm not going to get them unless I find some second-hand ones. The seat, the guy's done like a DIY job of replacing the seat cover. Like it's actually on the old seat. It's really loose, so I might even take that to work and fit it properly. My granddad was an upholsterer. I used to do a bit of work with him, so I'm pretty confident in pulling fabric over better than that, at least. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. If you do have any questions about measuring fish, feel free to drop it in the comments. I know it is a challenging process. No, it's not, is it? It's really not a challenging process. I guess that's why I'm getting so wound up about it, is because of how simple it is. It's so easy, and I've always seen it used in the context of Gumtree, people using it to advertise fish, to sell them smaller than they're listed for, so people get interested, think it's 5 centimeters, but it's actually 3. But only since I've been breeding flower horns, I've seen it the other way. People bragging about how small a fish is and how developed it is. So they're actually trying to say, hey, look, my fish is growing a cock at 3 centimeters, when it's clearly clearly, you can clearly see the fact that it is like 8 centimeters. So there is actually one that I saw today that was an absolute piss take, which is the one I'm pretty much referring to. It was listed as 3 centimeters, and it was 8 centimeters, like 8 centimeters day in, day out. Like I bet my left nut on it that it was 8 centimeters. So what this, so I don't, it doesn't affect me in any way. The problem, the thing it does is it creates false sense of hope, or not hope, expectations. So like Joe Blogs down the road, first time breeding flower horns, his fish, his fry start growing. They get to this size, 3 centimeters, and they're going, oh, why haven't they got a cock yet? Why aren't the boys developed like that other guy on Gumtree? Or not Gumtree, on Facebook. And it's just disappointing. I've been there, 100%. Like, I'm looking at some of these boys that I've got here, and I'm like, oh geez, I can't believe their cock hasn't started popping yet. Like, it's a little bit disappointing. Like, I'm in that boat because people have posted that. Anyway, can you guys actually tell I'm ridiculously tired? I'd always plan on doing this video for the whole day, but I think I rambled on about the topic a little bit more than I was anticipating. Look at that, like half black face, half white face. Anyway, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.